see, we're in a new location. I feel like we're in a new location fairly frequently. My back hurts to prove that. Sleeping, working quarters are different. So anyway, we thought today would be a good day to talk about basically extended family travel and some of our tips for making it work. One of the first things that comes to mind with me, especially thinking about our kids, I have vowed to not travel anymore with the kids unless they have black or gray socks. Inevitably, any other color of sock basically becomes gray or black. The other thing is that when you're traveling to different places and for extended periods, it's really hard to gauge what the weather is going to be like. So something that is very important is having lots of layers available. Some other things that are really helpful to have, especially for kids, we like to use dye-free Motrin, and it's not always easy to access. It's good to just have it on hand. That and a thermometer. Recently we've been using essential oils. We mostly use the thieves oil. Whenever we think they're maybe starting to come down with something, we'll put some of the thieves oil behind their ears or on their feet or something like that. And also just if we've been in a location that seems like it might be more journey. One of the other things that we always try to take the kids' vitamins with us. We like to get our vitamins from Life Source, and ours too.
Like 2 or 3 weeks before you travel, make sure you're taking your vitamins. You're gonna meet different germs, and they're not nice to you. Who would really enjoy going somewhere else and getting sick? I mean, that sucks.
Not me.
Not her especially. Time before last, she got sick, and she had to have an awesome experience at a Mexican hospital and stuff. So yeah.
One of the things that we use to boost our immune system before we're traveling and if we feel like we're coming down with anything is called Wellness Fizz. It's basically like emergency or airborne. Just that it's a little bit healthier and I think better. Something else that seems like it would be good to have with you at all times is Band-Aids, but honestly, we have really had hardly any occasion to use them. Another thing that we've had to have on our travels is a humidifier. Something that you might not think about is the location that you're traveling, whether it's going to be more humid or dry. They do have those humidifiers that you can just use like with a water bottle if you're in an emergency, a humidifying emergency, I don't know.
I'm turning into a prude!
I don't think that would be advisable for long term. We definitely always travel with our water bottles, no question.
Of course, always keep in mind whether you can drink the tap water where you're going.
They make some really cool water bottles that have like a filter built in. Another thing is simple snacks. Something that we love is popcorn, and our whole family eats it. So making popcorn easily accessible is something that is worth it to us. So like having a stir crazy in whatever location we are. Just there are certain things that the convenience factor is worth purchasing or taking with you for each location that you're at. Something that I think is important, especially when you're traveling with kids, is for them to be able to have a kind of consistent schedule or things about family life that are consistent no matter where you are. One of the things for us is that we have a bedtime routine that we do with them. We use a white noise MP3 so we can use that like wherever we are on our computers or our phone or something.
It does provide that consistency, and you never know where you're going to be and what kind of environment you're going to have.
Another thing for consistency for kids is just having like a favorite toy or stuffed animal that they can have with them. On her Art of Simple podcast, Tish and a guest were talking about things that are helpful to have when traveling, and one of the things they mentioned was your own pillow. And I hadn't really thought about it up until that point because I'm not really that picky about that. But especially for kids, we have a blanket pillow combo thing. It's like a pillow that has a blanket inside of it. It's really helpful. And I do think it's valuable probably to have your own pillow. For David and myself, we tend to use also leg pillows like in between our legs. So sometimes you can really come up short on pillows when you're traveling, and that can be really frustrating and definitely don't get as good a night of sleep. So these are just a few of our extended travel with a family tips.
And if you have any tips of your own, please, hey, send them to us. We'd love to hear them, and yeah, and have some good conversation on the interwebs.
Also, if you have any other questions about extended travel with a family, just leave them in the comments below and we'd be happy to address them. As always, stay clever, folks. A lot of countries don't tend to have carpet.
Sorry.
What?
Your brother is being a
What is he doing over there?
He's laughing at my picture. You suck.
In case you haven't guessed, we're at David's parents' house at the moment.